Alright, we're just getting up now. I just got the video edited, ready to go for tomorrow. I'm about to do my pre-trip, go over the truck and all that. So I want to go over a couple of things just to, you know, help some people better, because I went over my rates the other day, how much, you know, I make a week generally on average now. But I realized I'm terrible at explaining things, and sometimes you'll look at what I've said before and you'll look at what I've said now, and someone mentioned this, and it's a really good point. So I kind of wanted to go over it. I was doing power only at the beginning of the year, right? I was generally used to making that $4 grand a week, right? You know, in between 4 and 5. But I would work for 3 weeks, bring, you know, about 12 to 15 gross on the high end, 12 on the low end. And then I'd stay home for 15 days. So it would counteract it. And then I went with that 32 footer, and I actually ended up losing money. If you're making less with a trailer than you were with power only, that's not good. That 32 footer, I was making like $3 grand a week if I could, and I was losing money. Like it literally every week my account was draining. And I was losing money to stay out in the industry, and now I'm finally at the point where I'm like super comfortable and a lot happier. Still figuring everything out. The load board's dirt trash down in Florida, so I'm trying to find stuff from Georgia. But I told you guys, I'm like, yeah, you know, now I'm used to making in between 5 and 6 every week, but this just started. You know, I only got this trailer, what, like a month and a half ago, something like that. So it's like, the first couple days, yeah, it took me a minute to figure out the loads and this and that, but it's like my general average now, as opposed to back then. That, like I said, $3 grand a week is breaking even or spending money. So it was pretty damn terrible. I appreciate you guys sticking around and like following the journey and everything. So we're definitely growing, we're definitely making shit happen. I'm about to change clothes and everything because I literally just woke up an hour ago and started editing. I haven't really rushed myself lately, but I am really excited about that car up there that's on my trailer. That, I'm really excited about that because that's mine. I own that now. You know, it's pretty cool. So I'm gonna be making content on that. You guys need to tell me what content to make. I'm gonna go do an overview about it a little bit later, but I do wanna go get this car dropped. She's about an hour south of me. And then we'll start booking stuff. I found something in Georgia, but it's like close to Atlanta, and it's like I really don't want to go all the way out to Atlanta. I won't do Atlanta. I want to try to find something along 95. $850 to go from Georgia up to New Jersey, and I don't want to go. I don't want to do that. Here's one. Here's what I mean in Florida. Well, I think these are even Georgia rates, but 36 cents a mile, 57 cents, 39 cents, and people are running this stuff, and I won't. Here's 41 cents a mile per car. It's stuff like that I won't run. I try to find the highest paying one. Like here's a Honda Civic from Atlanta. Like it's awful. Like right here, here's a $700 one, okay? It's still cheap, but it's better than all the other shit. And it's like, I'd rather do this than go home empty. No, you guys ask me about the rates all the time. Do you want me to stop talking about rates, or do you want me to just drive? Like, how do you want me to do it? Because a lot of people have been asking me, hey, what's the rate on those? And it's like a lot, like the majority of people ask that, but then there's a few people that don't like it. So it's like, let me know down in the comments, because I definitely, if people don't like it, I won't talk about it. If people are interested, I'll talk about it. But this one is $700 for 767 miles, so just about $1 a mile. I'm gonna hit this guy up now. All right, we're getting the truck warmed up now. Here she is. Ain't she pretty? You know, little things like this, whatever. Not super worried about it. It is on a little bit of a lift. I think he said it was 3 inches, but here we go. Ain't too bad. I'm gonna get this thing home, wash it up. We're gonna get the bumpers taken care of. Get rid of the spare tires, definitely coming off. We'll see what I want to do back there, but you guys can see, look at that. Straight piped. It's a good bend too. I'll take it. I wish I could fire it up, but it is dead and I don't really want to get into it. But it sounds pretty neat. Pretty neat. It's probably slow as shit considering ours is slow, and this one has big knobbies on it. So 235, 75, 15. Tell me what the height is of these. I'm not sure. And I'll finally be done looking at this thing today. And I've been calling a bunch of people today on loads. So really hoping that something comes through. but I'm probably gonna start making my way up to Georgia because I'm definitely not picking up anything in Florida because Florida rates are just terrible. Georgia rates are the same, but for less miles. Let's see what we can't do. Man, I love this thing. Can't even see in it, the tint and everything. I gotta get it inspected in Pennsylvania. Oh yeah, inspected, emissions, all the bullshit. Love it. And I wasn't gonna do the brakes, but you can see like they're kind of a little rusty from sitting. I probably won't touch the backs. Oh, they're drum anyway, so I won't touch the backs. Over here, he said he had somebody, you know, working on it and who had no idea what he was doing. So I'm just gonna replace all the calipers and all of the pads and the rotors and all that. Just make it simple. So super cool, dude. I appreciate you for giving me the opportunity to buy this for the price that you sold it to me for. And yeah, I told him, I said, I absolutely love high mileage shit boxes that just like this, it doesn't make sense. And that's what I love about it. This will be the new runaround vehicle. Let's see how long, all right, let's take a bet. I want you guys to drop down in the comments. How long do you think it's gonna take me to get pulled over in this? The tires, they stick out a little bit. I don't know if it's illegal. I don't think the tread sticks out more than a ½ inch. So I might be all right, but let me know how long you think it's gonna take me in Pennsylvania to get pulled over in that. Well, we were there at the drop-off, but they gave me the wrong address. So the new address is 9.5 miles north. So we're going that way anyway, but whatever, not a big deal. This is how we're starting our day off. Interesting hitch setup you got going on there, but yeah. So let's get moving. We're sitting down here in Naples, and then let's head to Georgia. There's a bunch. Wow, $5,300 to go 912 miles, Georgia to New Jersey. Wonder what that thing weighs. 2000 Komatsu PC 308. I don't know, maybe we could do that. No, I'm kidding. That would destroy the trailer. All right, we are here. I'm gonna get this thing dropped. This is where she's gonna meet, so she's just gonna drive it the rest of the way, and then I can start heading up to Georgia. So let's get this thing going. And you guys are killing it down here in Florida. I definitely appreciate you guys, because I'm gonna set you guys right about there, okay? So that's number 5 on this trip down here. 5 people that have come up to me now and said, hey, I watch your videos. If you guys are in the area and you see me somewhere, feel free to stop, say hi, because 9 times out of 10 I'll stop and talk to you. That is awesome. I didn't realize how many people down here actually watch the videos. So that's 5 this trip. So I appreciate you guys. Stop and say hi. Started trying to book stuff. I'm gonna go up to Lake City, Florida, which is about 4.5 hours away. So this kind of sucks because we got a guy on here, this Nissan Frontier. They posted it and don't even know if the guy's gonna be able to sell it or ship it yet. So it's like, why would you put that on the board and get my hopes up, right? And there's this Chevy Malibu for $650. Got off a rate, but it's 70 cents a mile. And unfortunately, they're never answering. I've called this guy like 20 times. And then anything else under $650, I'm not even touching it. We'll hit the refresh. Yeah, nothing new. I have everything posted. So I'm trying to find stuff on the 95 route, but that's what I want. But yeah, we're gonna start driving 4.5 hours until we get to that Loves, because there's the Loves, and then we are, oh, I don't even know where I'm at. I'm down here in Naples. So from the, Naples is down here. Damn, I didn't realize how far Naples actually was. That's like, over here's, Miami's somewhere in this area. Here's Fort Lauderdale. So, but this is what I use basically. If you're gonna start dispatching yourself, what I do is I have my central dispatch up, I have my Google Maps up, and then I have Google in general up so I can look up the curb weight of vehicles, which this one here, I wasn't able to find the actual curb weight of a 2021 Nissan Frontier. But usually when I look up the curb weight, I use the maximum weight. So that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna get to this Loves up here. We'll be on I-75, and then we will go from there. And the reason I wanna be on 75 is in case there's something in the left side of Georgia on 75, I'll grab it. But if not, then I'll still be able to swing over to 95 pretty easily. So either way, and then I want to end up here in New Jersey and go from there. Your boy dropped a load of sand on the highway. I went right through it in the center lane. I think it was this guy right here. Nice. Well, there ain't really anything going on today. We did find one load. This is gonna be a really shitty week for loads because it kind of sucks that I lost that one for 1,200. But I found another one going up. Shitty rate, you know, the usual, but I want to get home, get the truck fixed, and go from there. I still haven't found any doors. So black doors, if you guys have any, let me know. And I can't wait to start digging into that CRV. Let me know. You guys let me know if you want to see a video on dispatching and how to do it. I gotta teach my fiance some things and how I basically go through my setup. I have a very specific way that I go through and do it. I'll probably at some point transition over to dispatching myself full time, but there is a right way to do it. I do have my own way to make sure that I'm gonna be going through the areas that I need to go through and not adding miles like I did on this run, which was absolutely terrible. Going into Niceville really threw me off, and we got into an accident. Had I been dispatching for myself, maybe we could have figured it out, but this trip wasn't a super big deal. Getting down here made pretty decent money. It's getting back up that's gonna suck. So, still learning things every single day, but let me know if that's something you guys are interested in, on how to dispatch correctly, what to do. You know, it really sucks. Ever since the accident, the seal here leaks water, and up here, you can definitely, oh, that was a piece of plywood. That was a piece of plywood. Hopefully we didn't pop any tires there. We'll know with the TPMS. But yeah, so like up here, the door sometimes even randomly opens itself now. Like, there's a double latch. So it's like, it'll latch, or it'll like break through the first latch, and then the door ajar light will come on. And it's weird. So it's literally the only thing I need yet is the doors. But it's gonna feel like Christmas when I get home and it's like all these packages are there waiting for me. It really wasn't the most interesting of days, but Florida really is the toilet bowl of the United States, unfortunately. I really love coming down here every week. I just wish the rates weren't so shitty. But I found a load paying like 70, 80 cents per mile going to Shippensburg, from like the top of Georgia to Shippensburg. And I'm just gonna take that one. That's just gonna pay the insurance for next week and the filing fee. So I might get like a $200 paycheck next week, but I'm not super worried about it because I'm gonna get the truck taken care of and all that. Not a super big deal. Definitely gonna take like a week and a half off just to like re-go through everything. You guys, give me some patience because next week we're gonna start working on the truck. I'm gonna have hopefully plenty of videos to put out, but we'll see. Getting pretty dark, and unfortunately one of my headlight bulbs decided to go out. So if you see the high beam light, everybody else in Florida wants to run with their high beams on, so I guess I'm gonna be that guy until I get home. I got new headlight bulbs on order as well. So I mean, you got this guy here doesn't even have his lights on. This not having a fuel gauge thing is really obnoxious. It started pouring down raining and whatnot. And yeah, I ran out of fuel. I went and I'm like, why is this thing not accelerating? And then I looked and I'm like, 24 miles till E, huh? And my odometer doesn't count anymore. So I have to like manually calculate my stuff. Let's downshift again. I'm trying to build some fuel pressure back up. Yeah, so that way at least it'll stay running. All right, now we're stopped. All right, she died. Get up quick, turn the fuel on. Oh, goodness. And then get back in here. And let's get her started. And we made her mad. We made the, what do you call it, mad? I really should start paying attention to how much fuel's in the tank. All right, well, we're gonna get going. It was pouring pretty good earlier. It stopped. Well, got less, but yeah, let's get rolling. Guys, come to Florida. It's really beautiful down here. It's beautiful Florida weather. It is pouring down rain. On the bright side, since I ran out of fuel, I didn't see any cars with four-ways on. That guy doesn't even have his headlights on. Professional driver. That thing is loud as shit. That Volvo right there, he's got his exhaust right over top of the fuel tank and dumps right behind it over top of it. That's pretty neat. Definitely don't see that every day. Looks like he just took a stack, threw it over the fuel tank and like made it a turn down. That's interesting. All right, here she is. She's all done. I'm getting used to opening the door without the door handle. There's a little lever in there. So every day I've just been, every time I come back to it, I just, oh, if I can reach it, I just grab the lockout kit sitting here. Grab that. We're almost out of fuel, so I'm gonna let the main tank dump into the bottom tank. We should be all right. I'm gonna let it drain all night because there's nowhere near enough fuel to overload it. Still can't wait to get this thing going. We are parked in the mud, but that's not gonna matter. And I realize this side's got some rust too. It'll be all right. Definitely, I really am excited about this thing. But so they're mailing out the check tomorrow. I had them overnight that, so I should see that Saturday or Monday. I had that company order everything and then just send me the remainder balance. So it's like $4,100 is what they're sending the remainder, and then with that $4,100 I got to get doors, pay for the flares, and an instrument cluster, and then it's done. Now mind you, I spent a lot of that money on things that actually didn't need. Like I bought a rear bumper. Obviously the rear bumper's not damaged. Flares, mega cab flares, I didn't need them, but I got them, okay? I got a second fender over there. I got like the grill, obviously wasn't damaged in the accident. But I figure, you know what, blessing in disguise, we got enough money. Let's just buy the parts to make it look good. I got a black bumper, not a chrome one, and it doesn't have a hole in it. So there's that. And obviously don't need an instrument cluster, but, or I do, but the accident didn't cause that. So guys, I'm still looking for black doors. I've been having people message me all day about doors. I don't want any other color but black. This door might be salvageable. We might be able to salvage this door. This door, I definitely just want to get replaced. So I definitely want to do that. But and like I said, with that money, I also got bearings and brakes, which obviously were not damaged in the accident. But for some reason, my e-brake ever since the accident doesn't work anymore. So, I mean, it very little pressure on this e-brake. Like it was tight before the accident. So I don't know if him dragging me did some damage. I have no idea. But all I know is it worked great before, and now it's back to being ass. So, and then I'll have, when I take this over to Dad's shop, we'll end up pulling this over and re-straightening this guy back up. But I need a fender and a headlight to know where to pull it. So, and then we'll match it to the other side. But the paint's been holding up fairly decent. We only have a few white spots. We got one right here and one right there. So the paint's been doing decent through the rain, and we'll go from there. But yeah, we're gonna take a week to a week and a half off. I got a bunch of shit to do. So sorry today's video wasn't all the greatest, but I definitely appreciate you guys for stopping by. A lot of you guys, I want to finish this video off like this. A lot of you guys appreciated the fact that I actually called out basically most of the negativity and all the negative people that just want to bring the channel down and bring, you know, anybody down who's actually just living their life and trying to provide. So from here going out, we've made our call out. At this point, we're going to start focusing on the positives, not just the negatives anymore. So anybody that comments negative shit, I'm just going to do what I've been doing, and I'm just going to pin one of, like, if there's any like blatantly dumb comments, I'm just going to pin them from now on. Maybe I'll comment back, maybe I won't, but I'm going to pin it and just let you guys do what you do in the comments. So if you want to respond, great. If not, don't worry about it. But like I said, I'm going to be focusing on the positives from now on, because life is definitely looking up. Now, I also do want to tell you, Florida rates have been terrible. The past couple weeks I've definitely been taking a little bit of a pay cut, even though, you know, I say I made $3 grand down, it's great. But lately it's been like, you ain't seeing that 6K a week anymore. You're seeing 4 to 5 now, and it's like, yeah, it sucks, but it's still plenty of money. I'm still happy with it. I'm still figuring out the market, so we're gonna go from there. And I'm slowly learning that Georgia rates are better. They pay the same for less miles. So I'm gonna start deadheading to Georgia, which should definitely help cut down some time and make us a little bit more money. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next one. Safe travels. Don't get sideswiped. We are in a good spot, so we shouldn't get sideswiped tonight. So, have a good one.